The WWE Universe collectively lost its mind when the unthinkable happened at Survivor Series War Games as Brock Lesnar's music hit and the Beast Incarnate stormed through the curtain to change everything we thought we knew about this brutal elimination match. Nobody saw it coming, and that's exactly what made this moment so explosive, because Lesnar hasn't been seen on WWE television in months and his sudden appearance sent shockwaves through the entire arena as fans jumped to their feet in disbelief. Before we dive into how this earth-shattering return went down, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another jaw-dropping moment like this one. The stage was set for one of the most anticipated War Games matches in recent memory, with two teams of 5 superstars each ready to tear each other apart inside the double cage structure that has defined brutality in professional wrestling. On one side stood a team of established veterans who had been running roughshod over the roster for months, creating chaos and destruction wherever they went while demanding respect and dominance over everyone in their path. Their opponents represented the up-and-coming talent mixed with a few seasoned warriors who were tired of watching the veterans abuse their power and wanted nothing more than to finally put an end to their reign of terror once and for all. The match started exactly as everyone expected, with two competitors entering the dual ring structure to begin 5 minutes of controlled chaos before the next entrant would join the fray. The opening exchanges were intense and physical, with both men using every inch of the cage to inflict punishment on one another as the crowd roared with every hard-hitting strike and devastating slam. When the countdown clock appeared on the screen, the tension built to a fever pitch as everyone wondered which team would gain the numerical advantage first and how they would use that extra man to dominate their opponent. As the timer reached 0, the heel team gained the first advantage and their next member sprinted down the ramp to help his partner overwhelm their lone opponent inside the steel structure. The 2-on-1 assault was vicious and methodical as they worked together to break down their victim, using the cage walls as weapons and hitting double-team maneuvers that had the commentators expressing genuine concern for the babyface's well-being. The next few minutes felt like an eternity as the heel team systematically destroyed their opponent, leaving him battered and broken in the corner while they waited for his partner to enter and become their next victim. When the countdown began again, the face team's second member charged toward the ring with fire in his eyes, ready to even the odds and save his partner from further destruction. The fresh competitor brought new energy to the match as he fought off both opponents with a flurry of offense that had the crowd on their feet chanting his name. Back and forth the advantage swung as each new entrant entered the match at regular intervals, creating a constant shift in momentum that kept everyone guessing about which team would ultimately gain control. The heel team seemed to have the upper hand as their final member prepared to enter the match, giving them a 5-on-4 advantage that would allow them to inflict maximum damage before the face team could complete their roster. Their last entrant was a monster of a man who specialized in pure destruction, and his arrival brought a new level of brutality to the already chaotic environment inside War Games. He immediately began throwing bodies around like they weighed nothing and used his size advantage to trap opponents in the corner where his teammates could deliver devastating attacks that left everyone wondering how the face team could possibly overcome this onslaught. The face team's hopes rested on their final entrant, who remained a mystery up until the moment the countdown clock hit 0 and all eyes turned toward the entrance ramp. The anticipation was electric as fans speculated about who would emerge to complete the roster and give the babyface team a fighting chance against their dominant opponents. Some expected a returning legend, while others thought a current main eventer would step up to lead his team to victory, but nobody could have predicted what was about to happen next. When that countdown reached its final seconds, the arena went completely dark, creating an eerie silence that made everyone hold their breath in anticipation of who or what was coming. Suddenly the speakers exploded with a familiar theme song that hadn't been heard in months as Brock Lesnar's entrance music shook the building to its foundation. The crowd's reaction was absolutely deafening as thousands of voices screamed in unison while the Beast Incarnate walked through the entrance with Paul Heyman by his side, wearing that signature smirk that promised violence and destruction. Lesnar didn't waste a single second as he marched toward the War Games structure with purpose and intensity written all over his face. The heel team inside the cage suddenly looked concerned as they realized they were about to face one of the most dominant forces in WWE history, and all their earlier confidence evaporated in an instant. Heyman held the door open as Lesnar stepped inside, and the official immediately called for the bell to officially start the match now that all 10 competitors were inside the dual ring structure. What followed was nothing short of complete and utter carnage as Brock Lesnar single-handedly dismantled every member of the opposing team with a ferocity that reminded everyone why he's called the Beast Incarnate. German suplexes rained down on helpless opponents as bodies flew across both rings, bouncing off the canvas and crashing into the unforgiving steel cage walls. The heel team tried to mount some offense by ganging up on Lesnar with all 5 members attacking at once, but even their combined efforts couldn't slow down the rampaging monster who fought through their strikes and continued his path of destruction. One by one, Lesnar picked apart his opponents with devastating suplexes that had commentators questioning whether spines were being broken in real time. An F5 to the team's supposed monster flattened him on the canvas and eliminated any doubt about who the real monster was in this match. Another German suplex sent a high flyer crashing into the cage wall so hard that the entire structure shook and fans gasped at the sickening sound of flesh meeting steel. The heel team had nowhere to run and nowhere to hide as Lesnar hunted them down with predatory precision, making them pay for every transgression they had committed over the past several months. The face team members, who had been beaten down for the majority of the match, suddenly found new life as they rallied behind Lesnar's momentum and joined in the assault on their enemies. Team chemistry clicked into place immediately as they worked together to isolate opponents and hit their signature moves while Lesnar continued to throw bodies around with reckless abandon. The tide had completely turned and what looked like a certain victory for the heel team moments earlier had transformed into their worst nightmare as they faced systematic destruction at the hands of a unified force led by the most dangerous man in WWE. Heyman stood outside the cage conducting the symphony of violence like a maestro as he shouted encouragement and direction to Lesnar, who executed every instruction with brutal efficiency. The Advocate's presence added another layer to the story as fans remembered all the history between Heyman and various members of both teams, creating interesting dynamics that would surely play out in future storylines. His animated reactions to every big move and dramatic moment added entertainment value to an already incredible spectacle that had fans losing their minds with every passing second. As the match reached its climax, Lesnar stacked up multiple opponents in the corner and delivered a running knee strike that crushed all of them simultaneously, drawing one of the loudest pops of the entire night. He then hoisted the heel team's leader onto his shoulders and delivered a thunderous F5 that seemed to shake the entire arena as the 3 count followed immediately after. The bell rang and Lesnar's music hit once again as he stood tall in the center of the ring surrounded by the carnage he had created while his teammates celebrated around him. The aftermath of this shocking return and dominant performance left everyone with more questions than answers about what this means for the future of WWE programming. Lesnar's surprise appearance raises immediate speculation about which championship he might target next and who will be unfortunate enough to stand across the ring from him in the coming weeks and months. His allegiance to the face team also creates fascinating storyline possibilities as fans wonder whether he'll continue teaming with these competitors or if he'll return to being a lone wolf who destroys everyone in his path regardless of alignment. Social media exploded within seconds of Lesnar's music hitting as fans around the world shared their shock and excitement about witnessing this incredible moment. Wrestling journalists immediately began speculating about how long WWE had been planning this return and how they managed to keep it secret in an era where spoilers and leaks are commonplace. The trending topics were dominated by Lesnar-related keywords as millions of people discussed what they had just witnessed and debated what it means for the future landscape of professional wrestling. The booking decision to have Lesnar return in such spectacular fashion demonstrates WWE's commitment to delivering must-see moments that capture the imagination of both hardcore fans and casual viewers. War Games provided the perfect setting for this kind of surprise because the chaotic nature of the match allows for unexpected entrance without seeming forced or contrived. The storytelling worked perfectly as the face team appeared to be on the verge of defeat before their secret weapon arrived to save the day and deliver justice to the heel team that had tormented them for months. From a business perspective, this return couldn't have come at a better time as WWE continues to build momentum heading into the busiest season of the year. Having Brock Lesnar back on television guarantees increased viewership and social media engagement, which translates directly into revenue through various streams. His presence elevates every storyline he touches and forces other performers to raise their game to compete with his intensity and star power, creating a rising tide that lifts all boats. The performance itself showcased everything that makes Lesnar such a special attraction in professional wrestling as he delivered his signature moveset with the same intensity and believability that has defined his entire career. Every suplex looked devastating and every strike appeared to genuinely hurt his opponents, creating that sense of realism that separates great workers from legendary performers. His facial expressions and body language told the story without needing excessive dialogue or promos, making him one of the most effective communicators in the business despite being a man of few words. Looking ahead to the immediate future, there are countless dream matches and feuds that become possible with Lesnar back in the fold and ready to compete. Veterans who have never faced him now have the opportunity to test themselves against the ultimate measuring stick, while younger stars can benefit enormously from working programs with someone of his caliber and experience. The roster is stacked with incredible talent, and putting any of them across the ring from Lesnar creates instant credibility and meaningful television that fans will talk about for years to come. The element of surprise played such a crucial role in making this moment special because in today's connected world where information spreads instantly, it's increasingly difficult to keep secrets and deliver genuine shocks. WWE's production team and everyone involved in planning this return deserve enormous credit for maintaining operational security and not allowing any details to leak before the show. That dedication to protecting the business and preserving special moments enhances the viewing experience for everyone and reminds us why we fell in love with professional wrestling in the first place. The War Games match itself will be remembered as one of the most exciting and well-executed versions of this stipulation in recent memory, even beyond Lesnar's surprise return. The pacing was excellent, with each entrant bringing something unique to the match and the action never slowing down or becoming repetitive. All 10 competitors worked their tails off to create an unforgettable spectacle, and their efforts combined with the shocking finish resulted in a match that will be talked about and rewatched for years to come. Fan reactions in the arena captured the pure joy and excitement that professional wrestling can generate when everything comes together perfectly. The collective gasp when Lesnar's music hit, followed by the deafening roar of approval, created an atmosphere that can't be replicated in any other form of entertainment. Those moments of genuine surprise and emotional investment are what keep fans coming back week after week, because they know that at any moment something incredible might happen that changes everything they thought they knew. This return also serves as a reminder of Lesnar's incredible longevity and ability to remain relevant at the highest level of professional wrestling after more than 2 decades in the business. His part-time schedule keeps him fresh and prevents overexposure while maintaining his aura as someone special who appears when the stakes are highest. That business model has proven successful time and again and allows WWE to create these spectacular moments rather than having him appear weekly and becoming just another regular presence on television. The storytelling possibilities moving forward are endless as WWE Creative has been handed a gift in the form of a returning megastar who can slot into multiple different programs simultaneously. Whether they choose to have him chase championship gold immediately or spend time building toward a major WrestleMania moment, the foundation has been laid for compelling television. Every show becomes must-watch when Lesnar is involved because you never know when he might show up and destroy someone in shocking fashion. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss another moment like this, because professional wrestling continues to deliver incredible surprises and unforgettable memories that bring fans together in shared excitement, and we'll be here to break down every shocking development as the story continues to unfold.